You're now listening to Box Power Sound.
Brought to you by people with the blue check. It's kind of like, you know, like you respect it, but it's like, who is this person? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Well, you know,
I've seen it all over. Like if they make
you be like,
music,
damn, who the hell?
Yeah,
like how this person get verified? Like,
I'm questioning it all the time. Like I've seen, you know, musicians, and not
like
to
you
knock
should
their
be
hustle.
verified. You know what I mean? Like there's certain people that
Instagram. If you're listening,
you know I mean?
I've been in the game.
Yes, yo, come on, get cat verified, literally.
But you know what? The thing is, like now that we have this show, it's going to be a lot more content online in the entertainment world.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when I started doing the shift to like parties and events, yes, I'd be like, you know, popping bottles with a lot of big artists and doing big events in the city. But I don't think they really take that in. So, you know, let's see how it goes with the show. But I want to get into this this song that I would say is basically changing your life right now. It's the Outside record. I'm going to play the remix. But talk to us about how this came about. This is produced by Fast Life Beats.
Shout out to my boy Abstract. Now, Abstract is the same producer, you know, Fast Life. They produced That's What's Up, you know, Uncle Biz, my first song. So long story short, you feel me? You know, we've been outside and we've been just putting on and going crazy. So in my head,
the funny thing is, this was before the COVID.
Yeah. Nah, exactly. Nah, I literally dropped it right before the COVID. One of my mans went in and you know, got arrested, whatever, you know what I mean? It's you know, doing all the time, free my boy Stan. So we were just outside, just turning up, taking over the streets. And I've had the perfect record. And I was just waiting for that feature. So one of my mans wanted Fab on it. So I was like, all right, we're going to get Fab on it. So I recorded that song last year, October.
Mm-hmm.
I had it last year, October. I sat on it. And then Casanova, Uncle Murder, they dropped the Outside record. And then my man Pop Smoke dropped the Niggas Saying They Outside. So I was like, oh, shit, I got to drop my Outside song. So I dropped it. And then, boom, the pandemic hit. So I stopped promoting it because I'm like, man, outside was shut down. Niggas was on quarantine. You know what I mean? I had to do it inside remix
yes.
on my SoundCloud. Like, yo, we inside with it. So, you know, at the end of the day, once people started kind of creeping back out and working, you know, the gyms were shut down. So it really turned into like a workout song. Like people were like doing push-ups and dips in the park, listening outside with it. And it kind of started going viral on TikTok. So I was like, oh, shoot, I got to start promoting this song again. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And that's when I said, yo, all right, let me start working on this remix. And I still was trying to get Fab on it. Then him and Jada had the battle. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I was like, oh, all right, let me just get my big bro Kiss on it. You know what I mean? So I had to go to Yonkers to get Kiss. Jadakiss. Shout out to Jadakiss. Shout out to Yonkers.
Shout out Jadakiss.
Then, you know, because the world is so weird, my man had a pool party, and there was some girls in the spot. And one of my mans, he wanted to hear the Jada verse because I didn't drop it. The radio just started playing it. I was just sending it to the radio DJs I fuck with in New York. So then we was at my man's pool party. We had some girls there. So I played it. You know what I mean? They gave me the aux. I'm like, oh, shit, you know, I'm the man in the hood. I got a Jada verse. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, you know. And then I played it. And then I'm looking at all the girls. And right then and there, I'm like, nah, I need a girl to be like spitting some bars on here.
Right.
And boom, that's when I had hit DreamDoll. I'm like, yo, I got a song with Jada dropping Friday. I need you on it.
And they went in. They went in on this record. God. Like, really. So let's play it right now. We're going to get into it. This is Outside Remix by itsBizkit featuring Jadakiss and DreamDoll. We're going to take that in right now, and we'll get right back to you, Biz.
Let's do it.
You're now listening to Box Power Sound.
Bitch!
Yo.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
So how do you
big
feel?
Record.
Yeah, it's a big
record.
Honestly,
Kat, I swear, I was literally like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be moving and grooving and just always on the move, man. But just to sit back and, you know, I know you guys are playing it, man. It's just a blessing, you know, because, like, who would have thought, you feel me? Like I said, there's a lot of people that told me I shouldn't be rapping. And now Outside with is already at 200,000 streams on Spotify.
Wow.
only been like a good month or two that we dropped the remix with Jada and DreamDoll. I'm dropping the video actually this Friday on WorldStar. They got 20 million they got 20 million on YouTube. So yeah, I just got a lot going on, and I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be busy, happy to be alive. 2020 is definitely one of them years where it's like, it had to, either make you or break you. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
It definitely got me like really in that zone where I'm like, you know what? Nah, I gotta really like get my stuff together and really take this. Not like I never was like not taking it serious, but I just had to like really, like, even with my production, and just recording, and I know everybody's looking at me, paying attention. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give them something to see this time. You know what I mean?
No, I love it. And when did you actually decide to start rapping? Because you said that you had that musical background back in the day doing the mixtapes and stuff. But
I've always been like, I've always been into it. Like, meaning like, even if, you see, like, if I go to the studio and I'm working with like some artists that you're working with, like, I've been even hit up Chroma, shout out to Chroma. I wanted to like do a record with her like last year. Yeah, I wanted to do a record with her last year when I was running around with Uncle Biz in the spot. But, again, I've always been active in the studio, meaning like, when I was in the studio with French and Chinks and just different artists that I fuck with, like I was always coming up with hooks and sayings, and, I just didn't go in the booth, you know what I'm saying? But, me having the character Uncle Biz, I always knew Uncle Biz needed a theme song, because every time I popped out anywhere, like, everybody pull out their phones, I got the Pele's on, the baggy pants and the Timbs and all that. So it's always a vibe when Uncle Biz come through. So having the having that in mind and just being viral with the whole Uncle Biz character, I was just like, I need to do a song. And when I hooked up with my boy Abstract that produced it, and he produced outside with it as well, I was helping him like shop his beats around to artists that I was messing with, like. So he was like, yo, Uncle Biz, you always looking out. Is there anything I can do for you? And I was like, matter of fact, I'm like, yo, I'm thinking about doing a song, but I'm like, my it's like an old school vibe. And he kind of was like, he's like, oh, where I could cook something up. Because I was like, yo, I doubt you have anything, because he working with Lou Got Cash, Corey LeRae, all my nieces and nephews, he doing stuff for. So I'm like,
you're related to Lou Got Cash?
Well, I call everybody that's lit either my niece or my nephew. You know what I mean? But yeah, Lou Got Cash is definitely my nephew. So
shout
I was
out
like,
Lou Got Cash.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Lou Got Cash. Shout out to Queen. So I told my man Abstract, I said, yo, I'm gonna send you a few type of, joints. So I was like listening to Get Rich or Die Trying. Mm-hmm. I sent him a few things that I, like kind of like the vibe that I wanted to go with. And man, when I came back to the studio, he played me one track and was like, yo, I made two. And I'm like, all right, let me hit the next one. And boom, I just went in the booth, freestyle, a hit. You know what I'm saying?
And you got those bars. Like, you definitely.
Yeah. Nah, and again, I love the sport. I love the whole thing. So, it's just like anything. I'm very busy, but, I just actually went back in the studio, recorded another one. Shout out to Khaled, you know what I mean? Recorded another one. So I got the next joint. I'm going to give it to you exclusive, too. It's called Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? So once the video outside with it, remix drop, I'm going straight. I'm gonna keep hitting them, Cat. I'm gonna keep hitting them, Cat.
You gotta send it to me. That way I can run it on here and break it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna keep running it up, man. I'm gonna have, I had a hell of a year. I'm gonna have another hell of a year. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna keep going in. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep providing these tunes. I'm gonna just keep doing my thing, and I think that's like the most important thing in this whole game and culture that we're in is like, it's like, even like with the drill sound that's so popping right now in the city, you know what I mean? Rest in peace to Pop Smoke. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Fabio. It's like, everybody's kind of chasing that sound because it's working and it works for them. But it's like, at the same time, you always kind of gotta just do your thing. You know what I mean? You can't really like jack somebody else's wave. If, it just don't work out. Like sometimes, well, now this new era kind of like, you might get some traction from sounding like somebody else or whatever, but I'm old school, so it's like,
I appreciate my lane, I appreciate that about you. And we're gonna play one of your songs a little after the interview, but I appreciate the fact that you have you're like that same New York rap that I know and love, that I came up on, because that's something that I was familiar with all my childhood growing up, was New York rap, and you're bringing that back.
Yeah, that's the beauty of Uncle Biz. He bring you back in time. You know what I'm saying? So it's a crazy vibe, man. And like I said, I've really got fans. Shout out to my fans, and it's like, you know, at the end of the day, man, if you want to do something, anybody that's listening, chase your dreams. Don't let somebody tell you what you can't do just because they can't do it. You feel me?
Exactly.
You got to believe in yourself and push it to the limit.
And who are some of the artists that have influenced your flow or your sound? Just so I know.
I mean, 50 Cent, Jay-Z, Nas, Noriega, Jada.
New York, New York.
Stack Bundles, Chinks, French.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy Harry Fraud. Dipset, heavy on the Dipset.
Yep.
Shout out to
I hear
Jones,
that. I hear all those. I hear that like mix of those flows in your
Fat
show.
Joe, heavy on the Fat Joe.
What artists and producers do you want to work with?
I want to do one with Swiss Beats. I want to do like a Rough Rider vibe with Swiss Beats.
Nice.
I want to do something with Heat Makers. He produced all the classic Dipset records. I got one with Harry Fraud. You know what I mean? We just lining it up for release. But yeah, man, I'm just sticking in. I'm in that New York. I'm heavy on New York. Clearly. You know what I'm saying? So, and again, anybody though, like I'm just down to work if the vibe is right. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, if the check clear, I'm in the building.
No, that's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not freestyling for free. You know what I'm
saying? That's my next question, actually. For artists who do want to work with you, what's the feature price?
Yeah, I'm only interested, honestly. Like, again, the vibe got to be right. It got to make sense. You know what I'm saying? And I'm on my way to 1 million, you know what I mean, with the streams and everything I'm doing. So I can't backpedal and go lower just to satisfy somebody, you know what I'm saying, that wants just to be like if you got that bag and you want to invest into your, you know what I mean, music, because, promotions is expensive at the end of the day. So, you know what I mean, I can't just be on a song just for us to ride around and listen to it in the car. I mean, my shit got to be on the radio. I'm trying to win, Cat, you feel me? So, you know what I mean, anybody that wants features, like, it just got to make sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to come up, so I'm definitely down to do something with anybody that got something going on that's going to boost me.
That's gonna
you know
boost
what I mean?
You as well,
if it ain't gonna, if it ain't gonna, you know what I mean? Like, shit.
No, I get it.
I'm trying to get that Drake verse at the end of the day. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, hopefully he's listening. He was actually listening. He was tuned into Chrome as his live last week. So.
Drake, if you listening, I need a verse. Not even 16 bars. I'll take 4 bars from Drake and I'll stretch it to 8. How about that?
There you go.
Let's go. Let's get it.
What do you call it? When you chop and screw it, you're gonna chop and screw the whole verse.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, like, come on, I'm a hustler, Cat, so I know how to stretch the beat. Feel me? I'm outside right. For real, Cat.
So,
no
Biz,
rap, Cat.
We're gonna get into a quick game segment. It's called 2 Truths and
Cap.
So I want you to say 2 truths and a cap. And I'm going to try to figure out which one's the cap. So I'm going to give you a little bit of time to think about it, but if
So say it one more time, because I'm I hear you, but so you said I have to do 2 truths and 1 cap?
And 1 cap. And then
okay.
Yeah, think about it, and then I have to figure out what the cap is.
Okay.
So whenever you're ready.
Oh, okay.
Because your fans and your followers want to know some shit about you. You know what I mean? So this is the time.
All right, cool. It's just anything random, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, I got Thug Life tattooed on my stomach.
Mhm.
And let's see what else I can think about off the top of my head that my fans might know. Damn, I can't. Yo, Cat, you got me. You know what I mean? I might need to smoke a blunt. I don't know. Let me see.
Something that we wouldn't know, because You're completely
something
out
that y'all
there.
wouldn't know. Damn, I put my whole life on it.
Your whole life
put
is
my
out
lifeline in between the papers lines. Hold on, let me think.
And if I get enough time, I could go on your page and see your stomach.
I'm actually not from New York.
Okay.
Cap.
See, that's the thing. I can't.
That was
cap,
it, though.
Man.
Was I right?
That's big cap. I can't. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so I got it. From New York. You don't even need to say the second truth. That was cap. I know that for sure because you're from Strong Island. I know you rep Strong Island.
Right. Long Island in the building.
Like the shit on your back. So another thing about New York, like, do you believe that if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere?
Hell yeah. What? New York, man. Listen, and
it's tough.
You know, I'm changing the narrative because a lot of people really be on some like New York, don't support New York. But you know what it is with New York, Cat? I'll be honest. Everybody's lit in New York. Everybody gets to the bag. Everybody hustling, jigging, finessing, scamming. So it's like, at the end of the day, for New York, like for a nigga from New York to fuck with you, like how you see Fat Joe, Jim Jones, Jada, Nori, like how they fuck with me.
Right.
You gotta be the biggest blogger in the world. You gotta do some things out here. That's all. You know what I mean? You gotta
carry your weight.
Yes.
Because none of them came up easy. None of them came up easy either.
Yo,
right?
You got to put in that pain. You got to put in that work. Yo, it's the type of, like, that's the thing, like the levels that you got to reach in New York for anybody. I'm not even talking about, forget celebrities, like forget like rappers or anybody that's lit or legends in New York. Just the people, like if SOBs was open and I perform outside at SOBs, I would break that building in half. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know, thank God it's a pandemic and I don't got to break the building in half. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to really, like, you got to show your ass in New York on some New York shit. Like, you really do.
I can only
imagine. You know what I mean?
Because Toronto was real hard. Toronto was hard too. But, like, New York is like
I could imagine.
10.
I could imagine. You got Dre, you got Tory, you got Nav, you got all those guys.
But it's also what we call Screwface capital. And we only have Toronto. Like, we have Canada as a whole, but everything is really just coming out of Toronto, that one city. And we all came up in, like, you know, kind of the same entertainment community. But it's crabs in a bucket, right? Everybody's trying to come up. Everybody's trying to do a thing. So I can only imagine how New York is.
Nah, it's real. And like I said, you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta push through. And no matter what city you from, no matter where you at, just keep pushing through.
Right.
And you really gotta believe in yourself, and you gotta be hella consistent. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, nobody, even with me with the music, you see I got the Jada verse now, so people are like, oh shit, this taking it serious. So you gotta show and prove. It's like a show and prove type of state, type of vibe. So it's like, you can't cap. You know what I'm saying? That capping shit ain't gonna make it happen if you capping. You know what I'm saying?
And with all that said, I'm going to play the song to end this interview. But just before that, what's your biggest accomplishment to date?
Shit, today, Cat, I just brought wifey 2021 Range Rover Sport.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Just put the rollie on the wrist.
Nice.
We've been married for 10 years. You know, I'm washed. You know what I mean?
Congratulations on that.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, like, right now, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, like, no, there's, like, there can't be no holes in my section. Like, wifey is on deck. Even if she ain't there, she's on the ground watching.
Right.
And, I got
but
3 kids and all that.
It, though.
You know what I mean?
She understands what it is.
You know, and again, like, my biggest blessing is the family, my wife, my kids. So, like, you know, that's my biggest, like, accomplishment, just being able to take care of my fam, you know, live my dream. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm blessed, and I don't take it for granted. You feel me?
No, that's a beautiful thing. And the fact that you're constantly outside and working and creating content and stuff, like, how do you even find balance for your family life? You guys have...
Well, I mean, you know, you got to put you know, priority in things that's important first. You know what I mean? And so, you know, you got to, and again, you got to be around, you know, certain individuals that won't let those type of, like, I got good people around me. So they're like, your biz, like even when I take trips and I'm in Miami, I go to Toronto, wherever I'm at, wherever I go, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't be going for that long. You know what I mean? My homies might stay for a week. I might catch the weekend. And it's like, all right, I'm going back home to the fam. And, you know, I got great support. You know what I'm saying? And that's very important to have, you know, especially in this industry.
That's very commendable. So yeah, we are going to wrap up the interview, but just before that, I want to thank you for taking the time to do this interview with me. You know, I relate to you.
Kat. It's only right, you know.
I relate to you in many ways because I'm constantly going against the grain. I've always been doing my thing and grinding and hustling in this entertainment industry for a long while. And a lot of times, you know, there's doors closed and then you just, you know, another one opens and you just got to keep pushing and grinding. So I do relate to you a lot. I've always appreciated your grind, your hustle, and how genuine you are to your followers and, you know, kind of being a positive influence to them. So I really appreciate that. And I want to see you take it to the next level. I want to continue to see you do that. I want to celebrate my birthday with you in different cities and different countries. So the next record is called I Made It. And I really, really appreciated this record from you. It's actually one of my favorite songs from you, where you sampled one of my favorite R&B songs back in the day. But I love this record, and I'm going to play it for all the followers. So just talk to your fans and let them know what's next, what we can expect from you next, and then we'll get into the song.
No, since I'm rapping now, I might even want to jump into the producer lane, you know what I mean? So expect the unexpected, expect some more hits. And yeah, man, stay tuned, man. It's itsBizkit, the biggest blogger in the world. Signing off. Shout out to Kat. This record right here is called I Made It. You know what I mean? Shout out to Smith & Wesson.
Yes.
If Kat loves it, everybody's going to love it.
Oh, I'm a big Smith & Wesson fan. And Mary J. So it was big for me. It was big for me. Huge. But I love this song.
Well, let's go, Kat. I appreciate you. Right. Thanks for having me. Grind Don't Stop.
Yeah.
Make sure you get the Grind Don't Stop merch. I got to send y'all some T-shirts. You feel me?
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Biz.
All right, later.
All right. You're now listening to Box Power Sound.
Bitch!